Hello everybody, Sean with Firearms&Fitness here, again with just a simple video. I apologize that it's been a little more simple than recently, and I've been quite out on the range doing these videos and whatnot, mostly because it's fucking cold too, because I'm a busy person. And I'm also trying to get as much content out as quickly as I can, but decent quality content that you can at least understand where I'm coming from this. Now there's something that I do think you should be doing in your life, and it's competing in something. All right, now as far as shooting sports goes and the gun community, I think you should be shooting competition at least once every other month. All right, so 6 times a year, bare minimum, and there's a couple of reasons for that. For a couple things, all right, competition teaches hard skills. Now, hard skills include marksmanship, accuracy at speed, reloads, recoil management, your draw stroke, muzzle awareness, target transitions, and mechanical offset. So those are just some of the hard skills that competition really reinforces and whatnot. Now, marksmanship is just simply hitting the target. All right, nobody cares how fast you go and how great you look if all the targets are blank when at the end of it. Marksmanship is king. All right, in anything, we must be able to hit what we aim at. Now, accuracy at speed is a little bit different. Basically, what accuracy is, pardon me, all right? Basically, what accuracy at speed is understanding what is acceptable to pull the trigger at. For instance, if you have a man-sized target 3 yards in front of you, you don't need to hit the little patch on his t-shirt. What you need to hit is this entire body, all right? Put your dot on it, put the gun on it, and go to town. But if it's 25, 35, 50 yards out, accuracy becomes much more important at speed. You still want to be quick, but you want to make hits. So accuracy at speed is taught super well at competitions. Reloads especially come up. I know they're not super pertinent in day-to-day life for regular civilians. It's very rare in a blue moon that in a self-defense situation you will have to reload. However, it is a skill that you should practice and should know, because why not? You might be the statistical anomaly where you have to reload, or it might be a terrorist attack, something like that. Things that have happened recently in our country, other countries around the world. Maybe knowing how to put a quick reload in is the way to go. And just knowing those little things go a long way, and be able to do it efficiently. It helps with recoil management. No, all right. There's nothing shows that you're a noob bigger than your recoil management. If the gun stays flat, comes back onto target quick, fast, and in a hurry, your recoil management is on point. It's something that is marked of a true professional. Refining your draw stroke. You learn a lot of things that you do that are just not needed by doing dry practice and whatnot, but it's really put in practice under time and stress. Having a good quality draw stroke goes a long way with pistols, or your good quality presentation goes a long way with rifles, and so on and so forth. Another thing it teaches you is muzzle awareness. Straight off the bat, you know where your muzzle's at, because if you break that 180, you are disqualified, straight up. If you point it at something you're not supposed to, you're disqualified, straight up. And nothing is more humbling than being disqualified at a competition, because it teaches you real quick that you fucked up, all right? And it's not the end of the world to get DQ'd, but it is a teachable moment, and it's something you should learn from immediately. Teaches you target transitions. That is something that's very important, especially for multiple targets. Bad guys normally come in pairs, triplets, or so on and so forth. Rats, what's the saying? Rats fall in a pack, something like that. I just rhymed for no reason. Being able to move from target to target quickly, swiftly, and with accuracy is a great skill to have. Again, it may not be pertinent to everybody, but it is something that we should know how to do and know how to do well. And then finally, as far as I can think of, is your mechanical offset. Understanding the difference between where your sights are, where the muzzle is, and where the bullet hits. At different distances, different ranges, and through different kinds of targets. Nothing's more humbling than when you hit a hostage target or an innocent target or an innocent person out on the outside. Now, some other things that this helps you do is just general stress. I've seen some confident shooters come in and say, oh, I'm a great shooter, you know, this and the other. Come to a competition and just shit the bed. Can't hit a target. That buzzer gets to their minds because, man, I missed again. Fuck, I missed again. And it keeps going on. And people will constantly chase after something and not re-establish what they need to do and what they need to get done. Mostly because they have not instilled the fundamentals of marksmanship into their training. They've not instilled fundamentals of accuracy at speech in their training. All these hard skills that we have that we can do subconsciously at a high level when you have practiced them at a high level. Other thing it helps you learn is ammo management. This seems like a silly thing, all right? And different competitions are different. Some competitions will wait till your gun runs dry. Other competitions will let you reload as you need. And being able to do this, all right, allows you to stay on top of it. For instance, something that I do hold true to this day, that if in the middle of a gunfight and you're done, I don't care if you think you have 28 rounds left in the mag or 1 round left in the mag. Change the mag out, reload, put a new mag in. All right, you might be losing 15 rounds, but who cares? I just put 20 back in. I just put 30 back in. I know for sure I have a fresh magazine. This becomes just different philosophical reasons, but learning to manage your ammo efficiently, well, and good is something that you should be able to do. Another thing it helps you do is problem solve. Stages that allow you to do your own thing and make your own stage plan, and every place to extent will let you do this, but it allows you to problem solve and get better at these things, especially when it comes to no shoots. I have to shoot at this angle because if I shoot at this angle, I'm going to hit a no shoot through a pass through. Little things like this help you greatly. It helps you learn to problem solve in real time. Next, it helps you to test your gear. Straight up. Everybody says a high point is the best thing in the world. Everybody says, you know, this is just as good. Is it though? Have you tested the gear? Have you gone out and under a clock, under your own stupidity, run that gear? And has that gear failed you? If the answer is yes, maybe you want to reassess that gear. Something just to consider all around. Next big thing, it allows you to humble yourself. Everybody thinks they're an amazing shooter until they actually see a real amazing shooter. There was a dude today at this competition that would blow your mind. I would assume he's probably either a master or a grandmaster. Dude was amazing, and I was trying my best to keep up with him. And I'm not a bad pistol shooter. I'm actually fairly competent. But this dude was in a league of his own, and it's something I aspire to do. And kudos to this guy, because he was burning down what were, for most people, 30, 40-second stages in 14 seconds. Kudos to you. Made the PCC guys look slow. All right. Now, I know I came at this with a very serious tone and whatnot, and it is kind of a serious tone because it is. No, it's not training. Let me pause that. This is practice. This is practice for you and practice for those you love. But I will say this: you get to have fun at these competitions. You get to learn so much about yourself. You get to learn so much about your gear, so much about the things you need to change or update or learn. Excuse me. And then when you do these things, you all around become an all-around better shooter. Not only that, you get to meet new people, interesting people, people you can train with, people you can learn from. And they'll have knowledge. And I've never been to a competition where people are like keeping the secret sauce No, everybody was very open about what they think you should be able to do, how to get better. And this is one great thing that we do have, is we want to see each other get better, because we know that life and liberty sometimes is on the line. And if I hog all the information, I may not have any information to hog. Now, one of the things we need to learn from competition is, when you go, you need to know where you are fucking up at. Straight up. If for whatever reason you're missing reloads, you need to practice reloads. Straight up. If you're missing the target, you need to practice marksmanship. If you're putting too much time on the clock, making that perfect sight, you need to practice accuracy at speed. All these little things are stuff you can learn. If you're messing up your draw, getting your master grip, these are things you need to practice in dry practice. All right? Your dry fire should reflect these things. If you run a dot and you're not seeing the dot, you need to practice finding the dot. All these little things come together and they teach you what you need to do better about, and maybe what you need to get training on, or who you may to get training from. As Andrew from Combat Art Training said, if you suck at shooting, that's your fault. I wish you all the best. Remember, there's no such thing as cheating. There's winning and winning easier. See you guys later.
Luckily,